So many people have imagined traveling visa-free or even wished they were born abroad. Citizenship by investment is one of those opportunities that people hardly consider. This is DebsamInfo, and my name is Amaka Samuel Okon. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. Citizenship by investment is a global industry worth billions of dollars. Joining us today to discuss further is the CEO of Travelbu Nigeria, Mr. Benjamin Effiong. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
You know, anything that has to do with Japa, anything that is in the same faculty with Japa is a serious topic in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
Yes, so tell us more about Travelbu. What migration and travel services are you guys into?
Well, the goal of Travelbu is to offer concierge-based services to people who need it, right? So we don't do the whole Japa syndrome in essence.
Okay.
So I tell people there's Japa and there's migration. Two different things, right? So what we try to do is we build tailored-based package that fits an individual's profile. So if you're a billionaire, I will give you what suits you. If you're trying to make ends meet, we give you what suits you. So the idea behind the brand is a concierge-based service for everybody.
Oh, different packages for different kinds
Absolutely.
of people. Yeah,
Exactly.
and I realized the increase in the number of second citizenship application, permanent residence, and the likes. Aside money, are there other requirements or money is fine? Once you have money, I can start applying.
Well, being a global citizen is a big thing right now. I mean, that's the whole idea of the second citizenship or alternate passport, right? And money is not the deciding factor. I mean, it's a major factor in the entire process, but it's not the defining factor. The usually criminality records. How did you get the money? I mean, we look into the source of the wealth.
Really?
Absolutely, we do. So buying a passport, I mean, it's easy as it sounds, but there's a whole lot of background checks that goes into the process, to determine if the person who's obtaining this passport is fit.
So how many countries will this passport take us to? 20,
Wow.
10, 50?
It depends on the country. So if you're looking out to obtain citizenship by investments, to be precise, the biggest part of the world where you can get that from is the Caribbeans, right? And you can go to as many like 140 countries. Yeah, Grenada can take you to as much as 140 countries. There's St. Lucia, there's St. Kitts and Nevis. It's a whole lot of them, right? So, but the list is about maybe 100 countries at the list.
So what's the turnaround time from start to finish, at least based on your last application or the most recent?
Well, it depends on a couple of factors, but averagely 4 months.
Oh, 4 months.
About 4 months.
Irrespective of the country,
Yes,
within 4
averagely,
months.
yeah.
And how long is this passport valid for? 5, 10?
It's a passport, your entire life.
Oh, okay, no, because in our Nigerian passport we have like 5 years, we
It
have 10
expires
years.
and then you renew, depending on the country's law.
Can I renew alone, or I have to come through you guys for the renewal
Well,
process?
you're already a citizen, so you don't really need me at that point. But of course, you might need someone to hold you. And even in Nigeria, you still need to call somebody in immigration to help you out with the process.
But if you don't have anybody to call, you can just do your thing online and maybe it might take longer process and all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you know how to go about it, you might not need help. Because at that point, you're already a citizen of the country. So, yeah.
Okay, so let me use myself as an example. I'm married, I've got kids, I have my parents, I have my siblings, I have my in-laws.
Okay.
Can I apply for everybody at once?
Nope, that's a capital no. So migration most time caters for the nuclear family unit in most cases, right? It's in very strange circumstances. I mean, if you haven't seen, you'd see a visa that caters for an extended family unit. It's quite rare. So it's usually the couple and the kids. So that's basically how migration works in most cases.
What about unborn children?
Well,
when they get born, can I
so because you're not a natural citizen of that country, there's always going to be a charge.
No problem. I can pay it. I'll pay the
Of course,
charge,
why
whatever
not?
charge.
Yeah,
So whatever. So when I pay it, my child too has the new passport.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
What's the amount? How much was this worth? What's the range?
Well. Yeah, that's about the start. Like that's the minimal cost. Yeah. So about 100K is what you look out for if you want to get second citizenship outrightly. I mean, there are other ways. It might just take longer, right? That might be not that expensive. For instance, if you go the PR route via Canada, it might take you 3 to 5 years. Of course, it won't cost you 100K, but it will take time. So it's one of those two things. There are options for the UK that will take you about 3 to 5 years. So rep visa, innovator visas, it will take you a while. Maybe you spend about 50K pounds, but then it's not instant and there's a couple of requirements. But for getting passport outrightly, 100K is the start. That's where you start from.
Okay, so do we have to pay this money in bulk or they are instrumental
No, so
payments?
it's a milestone. So the payments goes into different things, but the most of it goes to the government of the country you're trying to obtain the passport from. So it could either be via investment or via national donation. So it's all of those two options, but the bulkiest part of the money goes to the government directly. But first off, there are fees paid for background check, your criminal records and things like that.
Okay, so you pay this one when they are done with this stage, you move to the next stage, you pay for that one. Oh, so within 4-6 months,
you stretch out the payments and you're done. Yeah.
Okay, so another thing now is, if I have this passport,
Exactly.
I can go to as many countries like you said before.
Yeah.
So you call it an investment. The layman, once you hear it's an investment, I'll be like, okay, what am I investing in? When will I start getting interest? Will this interest come to me 100%? Am I sharing with the government, or this passport you are giving me is the interest?
Okay.
So because it's called citizenship by investment. So what are we investing in? Are there different types, or is just you pay money and I get the passport?
So I'm going to use the Caribbean community as a key example because that's the biggest market for second citizenship, right? So there are two ways to get the passport. Okay. One is by donation. The second one is by investment.
Okay.
So if you're investing into the real estate business most times, and it's not going to be 100K. We're talking 300-400K.
300-400K.
If you're investing, yes.
Oh.
You get the passport still, and then you're investing into a piece of real estate. Grenada is big on that, right? But they also have the option where you just pay and get the passport, which is the donation option. It's way more cheaper, but your money is gone. What's it long?
What's it long?
Well, then you get a passport in return. So you can pick the option of investing and know you have something tied down, or you just buy the passport. A good example of investment is Turkey. So if you buy a property worth 400K in Turkey, you get a passport instantly. Right, but then the property is yours.
400K is not cheap, man.
But that's the requirement.
So what of this tax? Do I have to live in that country to get this passport, or I can just be in Nigeria, pay you guys, you do it for me?
No, they deliver it to you.
Okay, so I don't have to live there for XYZ, because I know this PR thing, when you get like the Canadian permanent residence you mentioned, you have to stay there. You can't just be outside the country forever. You have to stay XYZ number of months, days, come in to show records that so I can stay in Nigeria and just and apply. Oh, that's good.
They bring it to your doorstep, actually. We deliver it to your doorstep in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The difference between PR and citizenship is a whole lot. Because for PR, you're required to stay in most countries 180 days, minimum a year. If you're going to the UK via SOREP or innovator visa, they are both pathways to getting, the British passport. But then you're required to stay in the UK for at least 181 days a year. But in this case, you can stay in your house in Banana Island and I'd come to your house, get your profile, start the process. Once we're done, I'll bring it to your doorstep. And you can book a ticket to the UK, or you want to go to, China. I think Grenada allows, you can go to China on Grenada. Just go, that's it.
So I can go to, I want to find out, can I go to US and Canada
with
this passport?
Some countries do allow Canada, but none of them would give you US. Oh. But the visa process is as easy as ABC. Yes, because it's not my normal Nigerian passport. I'm using it. Nigerian passport is exactly awesome. It's actually awesome. But the point is, the visa application process is quite easy. It's really, really easy.
Wow, sounds very interesting.
It makes you a global traveler because it takes out all the stress and fuss of applying for visa.
Visa, man, like during the COVID lockdown, nobody could move. Embassies obviously were closed. So once I have that passport and we don't pray for a lockdown and there's any reason for some embassies to be closed, I can just get my passport, choose any country and move. Private
jet tickets, what have you.
Oh, nice.
You're on your way. You're ready on your way.
This is very, very interesting. Okay, guys. You heard from the expert himself. Global citizenship is the way out for you.
My name is Benjamin, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Travelbu.
Citizenship by investment is one of those opportunities that people hardly consider. This is DebsamInfo, and my name is Amaka Samuel Okon. Please stay tuned.